Good morning, students. Here we are going to start new chapter, chapter number 10, circles. Let we know that the some basic information about the circle that if you want to consider any circle, that what is a circle that we have already discussed. So let circle okay, from any fixed point, from any fixed point at any fixed distance, the collection of point, the collection of points is known as a circle. So this collection of point is known as a circle. So about this circle, let us in this chapter we are going to discuss some property related to its tangent. सो लेट डिस्कस सम प्रॉपर्टी. यहाँ पे जो टेंजेंट का मीन्स क्या होता है, इसका स्पर्शक जो इसे एट एनी पॉइंट विच टचेस any one line which touches this circle is known as its tangent. So let for that consider some figures. As you can see here, you can find some figure here. You can see that if we draw any line as a passing nearby the circle, passing we know that this line can pass from 2 points on the circle, and also or we can see that in third figure that one this line can pass from only 1 point. So here you can see that is here three figures. So by that way, if we say that if the line if the line does not cut at any point on the circle, then it is not intersecting, so let, and here you can see that if the line passes through or it cut the circle, then it cut at 2 points a and can also it passes through only 1 point. So let we say that in the figure 10.1, the line PQ and the circle have no common point. In first figure, PQ and the circle have no common point. In this case, PQ is called non-intersecting line. Then we say that PQ is a non-intersecting line with respect to the circle. In figure 10.12, there are two common points A and B. There are two common points A and B that the line PQ and the circle have. In this case, we call the line PQ as secant. If line intersect at 2 points A and B, then we can say line PQ as a secant of the circle. And in figure 3, there is only one point A which is common to a line PQ and circle, which is one only point to the line and circle. In this case, the line is called tangent to a circle. So we say PQ as a tangent to a circle. We have also discussed this about in chapter number 11. Now let the some properties related to this circle and also its tangent. So let first we consider what is the tangent. If you have seen ever the pulley fitted over a well is used in taking out water from a well, as we know that here the rope on both sides of the pulley is considered as a ray. You can see that considered as a ray, as you can see here, is like a tangent to the circle presenting the pulley. So a pulley it is known as a circle and it will be the tangents to a circle. In this any position of any line with respect to the circle other than the types given above, no, we cannot find. You can see that there cannot be any other type of position of the line with respect to the circle. In this chapter we will study about the experience of tangents to a circle and also study some their property. So first let us discuss the property of tangent to a circle. So let tangent to a circle. First, let us do one activity. Let us try to draw some rays or some line passing through a, from only one point on a circle. So activity 1, what we do? In the previous section, we know that we have seen that a tangent to a circle is a line that intersects in the circle at only one point. Is this possible for that more one more than one tangent can pass through the one point? So let's try to draw it. So here you can see that if you try to draw tangents more than one passing through the one point, then it is not possible. As you can see that if you try to draw tangent another tangent, then it intersect at any other point to a circle. So by that way we can conclude that there is only one tangent at a point of the circle. So we can say that there is only one tangent at a point of the circle. We cannot find the more than one tangent to the circle. Now next activity 2, let us draw the tangent to a circle, and now we draw second parallel to this tangent. So if we know that if we draw second, then it is chord, it will be chord. यहाँ पे जो है इतना जो भाग है वो भाग, this is part is known as a chord of the circle, as we know that. So if we move to the center of the circle, if we move center of the circle, then we can know that the size of the chord is increased. Size of the chord is increased. But after then, if we move far away to this tangent, so after then we can see that the size of the chord is decreased, and at last it becomes a zero and it intersects at any point. So we can see that there is only two tangent. You can find there is only two tangent parallel to 1 second. There is only two tangent parallel to second, as you can see in the figure. So let we conclude that there is also help to you to see that there can not be more than two tangents parallel to a given second. So we can say that there is only two tangent parallel to a given second. And here we remember that the common point of the tangent and the circle means this point. Common point of tangent and this circle is known as a point of contact. This point is known as a point of contact, and the tangent is said to touch the circle at common point. It's said to touch the circle at the common point. This thing that we remember. Now let one more thing we want to say that here we know that this is the radius. If we draw one segment from its center to a point of the circle, then we know that it is a radius. So if we draw the line segment or the tangent, so we know that it is perpendicular to the radius. This tangent is perpendicular to the radius. So by this way we can prove one theorem. So let prove that theorem number 8.1, that is the tangent at any point of a circle. The tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. Through the point of contact. So we can prove it easily. Proof that we are given a circle with center O and a tangent xy. Here you can see in the figure. Here given that one circle with center O and the tangent xy, as you can see here, to the circle at a point. We need to prove that OP is perpendicular to xy. OP is perpendicular to xy. For that, we know that the distance from any line to any point, the distance from any line to any point is perpendicular. This distance is perpendicular. So by that way, we just prove that OP is a shortest size. We prove that OP is a shortest side. Then it is distance between center and this tangent. So it will be the perpendicular on y-axis. Radius, it is perpendicular to y-axis, or y-axis is perpendicular to radius. For that, let me consider one point Q outside or on the tangent xy. Take a point on Q on xy other than P and join OQ. The point Q must lie outside the radius. As we know that this point Q is lies outside the radius. Lies outside the radius. So it is this distance OQ. This distance OQ will be large than radius. We know that OP is a radius, and as we know that, then this distance OQ will be large than OP. The point Q must lie outside the circle. Not that if Q lies inside the circle, xy will become a secant. If you put Q here, then this xy intersect the circle at 2 points. So it will be secant. But here given xy is tangent. So Q is outside the circle. So will be out secant and not a tangent to the circle. Therefore, OQ is longer than the radius OP of the circle. That is OQ greater than OP, because OP is a radius and Q is outside the circle. So the OQ is large than OP. So OQ is greater than OP. Since that happens for every point on the line XY except the point P, we know that for any point lying on the tangent XY, it will happens every time. So we other than point P, so that we can say that OP is the shortest of all the distance of the point O to the point of XY. So OP is the perpendicular to XY as shown in the theorem A 7.1.7. So by easily that we can prove that theorem number 10.1, that is tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. So we remark here some things that by theorem above, we can also conclude that at any point on a circle there can be one and only one tangent. And second thing, that the line containing the radius through the point of contact is also sometimes called the normal. What we say that? Normal. If there is given circle, it is tangent, then a line including this radius, this line, such type of this line is called normal. This line is called normal sometimes. So this thing we remark here, and by this way you can you can solve exercise number 10.1. Try to solve it, and if you find any doubt, then you can discuss it with me.